welcome back. I'm Anna, you are watching Hope in Bulgaria. Okay, so I've decided to make this video that explains who we are and what we do. So please share it with your, who you fellowship with, your friends and family, churches, organisations, whatever. Try and get this video out. I did notice that we post regular updates, but we don't really have any footage on our channel at the moment explaining, how we got to be where we were, how it all happened and everything. So that's what this video is. So it's going to have lots of footage of Nadezhda and lots of information. If you need more information, or if there's anything that you would like to ask us about, email us at hopeinbulgaria@gmail.com. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so 4 years ago, an awesome opportunity arose for my family to move from the UK into a Roma Gypsy community in Bulgaria named Nadezhda. Now, Nadezhda means hope, which is why we are called Hope in Bulgaria. I'll start with some footage of Nadezhda. This is Nadezhda. Okay, our first connection was with Bojida. He was 18 years old when we met, and he was learning to speak English. He'd been the man of his household since his father had died 3 years previously. His family had lived with a huge hope that God would do something amazing for his people in Nadezhda after Bojida's father and friend had a vision from God after turning to him somewhere between 30 and 40 years ago now. I will make a video about this vision at a later date. There is actually already a video about this on YouTube. I'll see if I can get Bojida to find it and send it to me so I can share it with you. But it's totally amazing because it fits in with what God sent us there to do. So living in Nadezhda gave us a unique opportunities to get to know the locals, as usually inside and outsiders don't mix. For those of you that do not yet know, Nadezhda is, I think, the largest gypsy community in Bulgaria. It's probably just over a mile squared, one exit, one entrance, and nearly 40,000 people live there, and many of them live in shocking poverty. So we soon became like family to many, and because we have you, our viewers, supporters, friends, prayer warriors, and financial helpers, and this is so important because we're not sponsored by a church or organisation. Everything that you see happening in our update videos is because of your kindness, and so far God has done amazing things. So what do? Our workers, apart from myself and a few that help me with admin and video editing, most of you know my daughter Jasmine and my mission trip partner Natasha, who gave birth actually last week, so please be praying for her. All of our staff were born and raised in Nadezhda. This is totally amazing for a few reasons. Firstly, because a huge percentage of Nadezhda is illiterate. God led us to the right people, those who love him and also have skills that he is using, to bless others. And also because it means that now there are families in Nadezhda that are receiving a fair wage, which is great. Every week, we feed and clothe as many as we can. We have a soup kitchen, we hand out food packages, we buy second-hand clothes and give them away. We have a learning centre where we hold lessons to help educate any child who wants to come. And they also get food and possibly a sponsor. You can get in touch with me about the sponsorship if you're interested in supporting a particular child. So I just show you some footage of what we do in Nadezhda now, and then you can meet the team. Bojdar. I'll let you drop in a picture, Jazz. Being so talented in language is our translator. He actually now speaks fluent English very nicely, can read and write like a lot of them can't in Nadezhda. He speaks other languages. He's teaching a number of our children to speak English in his own family. So he's the translator. He also oversees everything that we do, and he sends me the videos and photos to update you. So whatever's going on in Nadezhda, he's got to be there. He's got to be there with his camera to catch it and send it to me. He has a real passion to be a blessing to his community, those that are less fortunate, than him. And I see that he comes up with great ideas of how to be a blessing all the time. Every morning I wake up to, good morning, Anna, how about this idea or that idea? He's so, driven, which is fantastic. And Gosho and Bojdar are very good friends. And Gosho is our youth pastor. So Jasmine, drop in an image of Gosho for us. If we have one, I'm sure we do. So he's our youth pastor. Gosho has a real, Gosho is a real blessing. And he's loving and fun, and is more gentle with the little ones than most others there. He has a passion for the truth. And yeah, Gosho and Bojdar are involved with everything that the ministry does, pretty much. So now we have Ginka and Zlatka, our cooks. Now these women are incredible. Doesn't matter if it's 40 degrees outside, doesn't matter if it's minus 20 degrees outside. These women cook huge pots. We do a soup kitchen every week. They are also the ladies that are in charge of handing out the food in the learning centre and going to Mania to buy the clothes. They're busy, nurturing and loving anyone that's hungry and cold. It's their job to just cook it and give it. So, get behind these projects, because it is really great, seeing it come to life in Nadezhda. Angel is actually a total angel. He's a godsend. Totally loves the Lord. He's well educated and helps our learning centre children. It's really important, actually, because it's things that they're not going to learn in the Bulgarian school, and a lot of them don't go to the Bulgarian school anyway because of severe bullying that happens. But I've noticed recently that Angel, not only does his whole family they're doing well, he's got children and grandchildren that are achieving because he's an encourager. He's also got a real passion. Prayer. He is a prayer warrior. Anytime I visit the learning centre, they're praying. They start in prayer, they end in prayer. He encourages everybody there to pray. It's totally awesome. And he encourages them to do things against the norm in Nadezhda without, being offensive. But it's quite likely that the girls will marry from about 13 to 16 or 17 and then have a child straight away. And he encourages the girls and the boys, the children, to wait on God and to not marry until they're 18, which is really fantastic. He encourages them to eat healthily and to read and to open the word and to pray. He is an absolute godsend. Okay, so now Andre, Liliana and Soyanka are our teaching assistants and helpers, and they get involved whenever the learning centre is open. They're there, especially if the numbers are big. If there's lots of children, they just get involved and help, mostly with the little ones. Actually, Andre is fantastic with the little ones. He can play music and is really involved with just pouring what he's got into these kids, educating them, loving them. So that's our staff. We also have a team of willing youth who get involved for a little bit of cash in hand anytime we have a project and we need more hands on deck. So that's the team. So now you know what we do, and now you know who does what. I guess the last thing to share with you, which is probably the funnest for us at the moment, is mission trips. I lived out in Nadezhda for 2 years, but since moving back to the UK 2 years ago, we have mission trips as often as possible. And it's so important because we have such relationships with the children now and the families, and every day I get a Facebook called, Anna, when are you coming? When are you coming? So we go as often as we can. Lockdown has actually really made a huge difference to how often we can fly and also to how many donations come in. So the ministry has been growing very slowly beginning of a new year. But God is good, and he is not moved, and he is providing. And if you want to get involved with any of our projects, please email me. I'm going to leave you with some footage of mission trips, so that you can see what we do when we go out to Nadezhda. I hope this footage blesses you, and I hope you all feel moved to do something this year. I know it's so hard. I know, especially with the lockdown and everyone being cut off from each other, I can't even communicate. It's very, very difficult even to meet new people now. So I guess evangelizing, ministering, fellowshipping, pastoring, all of these things are becoming very hard, almost going underground. But just be blessed by what you see. And if there is a particular child in the videos you want to bless, or a particular family, or a particular project, get involved. We love what God has called us to do, and we love that there are so many of you that are behind us. So thank you. And yeah, share this video far and wide, and we'll see you with an update hopefully soon. We've had a little problem in Nadezhda with some broken technology, but the footage is coming, so sorry you've had to wait for an update video. We love you. All donations, I've just noticed a little note at the bottom of my notes, all donations to hopeinbulgaria@gmail.com, and email us at that address also if you have anything you want to talk to us about. God bless you, and thank you.